Elizabeth, give us the details. It turns out that Wall Street is actually backing Democrats to a greater extent than Republicans, and this isn't traditionally what happens.
That's right. And a few different things are going on. A big part of this is about betting on winners. The finance industry is anticipating Democrats are going to make some gains next week, and they want to align themselves with as many lawmakers who will be close to or in a seat of power in the next Congress. A lot of the individual donations are more a reflection on wanting to provide a check on the broader Trump administration agenda or specific issues like immigration, climate change, social issues, for example. And then there are the corporations, PACs, and individuals who are giving with the intention of shaping financial policy in the next Congress. And a lot of that is aligning themselves with moderate Democrats who might be able to provide a buffer for what is likely to be a noisy couple of years, particularly if Democrats do take the House or the Senate, of investigations, subpoenas, and just in general, some more tougher Wall Street rhetoric.
Elizabeth, any particular firms that are likely to suffer more if the Democrats take the House?
Sure. So there are some popular targets like Wells Fargo and Equifax. Democrats do not think that executives from those institutions have necessarily been held accountable for the alleged misdeeds that have occurred at the firms over the past few years. So definitely expect some investigations, hearings with executives on Capitol Hill, as well as just legislation that may affect both of those companies and the broader industries. Deutsche Bank is another popular target, particularly of Maxine Waters, who is in line to chair the Financial Services Committee. She's been very vocal and outspoken about impeaching President Trump and looking into digging up dirt, if you will, about the president's financial ties, which in some cases run through Deutsche Bank.
Elizabeth, how much is this about economic, financial, regulatory issues, and how much of it is about social issues?
As I said, it's really across the board. A lot of that individual giving is certainly more broader and outside the scope of just, financial services policy and financial regulation and sort of what's expected to be on the agenda. However, for those corporations, PACs, and individuals who are giving, who want to ensure that it is as best an environment as possible for banks and other financial institutions, and that the deregulatory agenda that they've enjoyed the past 2 years continues. This is about aligning themselves with as many moderates as possible who could provide a buffer to the more progressive wing of the Democratic Party.
Elizabeth, do some of these more moderate candidates even know that they're being backed by Wall Street?
It's a real mix. There's certainly a number of usual suspects, moderate Democrats in the House and the Senate, who have supported a pro-bank agenda in one way or another over the years. Then there are some new faces, races, moderate Democrats on other issues, perhaps not as involved in financial services issues. And that's, again, more about picking winners and aligning themselves with as many allies in the party that could be in power next Congress.